come to order.
Give him another whack.
May I have a roll call, please, Jim?
Iannarino.
Here.
Order. Kane. Khan.
Here.
Smoka.
Here.
Shupai.
Here.
Long.
Here.
All right. The mission statement. The mission statement of School District 15 is to produce world-class learners by building a connected learning community. Dr. Thompson?
Tonight we have the privilege of having some students from Lake Louise Elementary School come to lead us in the pledge on this rainy evening, just a few days before school. We're very appreciated that they and their families come out, and I'm asked Mrs. Sayawani, the principal, to come up and introduce the students.
Like Dr. Thompson said, my name is Jennifer Sayawani. It's my great privilege to be the principal of Lake Louise Elementary. School board, Dr. Thompson and cabinet, thank you so much for having us here this evening. My students will lead in the pledge, and then they're my student leadership groups, and so they're going to say just a little bit about what they do to serve and lead at our school at Lake Louise. Would you like us to start with the pledge?
Either way, it's fine. If you want, if you can grab the microphone, they can tell us what they've been doing, and then they can lead us in the pledge.
Okay, sure. So why don't we have student council start? All right.
Mrs. Sayawani, you can take the microphone out of the holder and let her hold it if you want, or somebody else can hold it.
Go ahead.
Members of the school board, Dr. Thompson, and District 15 cabinet, we are very honored and proud to be the officers of our beautiful school, Lake Louise. Our school has trusted us and has given us the great responsibility of serving the school by being loyal leaders. Leader is not a word just to give to a random child. You have to earn it by being taught to be ready, organized, respectful, and safe, just like this amazing school has taught me. My name is Priyanka Soraya, the Student Council President. This is Sarah Quintero, the Student Council Vice President. And this is Simra Haroon, the Student Council Treasurer. We officers have a role of leadership. We have to obey the rules of our great school so that the students look up to us and want to be like us. The students work their brains and we become their communication wire. All officers have a role of listening to the students. We have to listen to the kids' opinion and represent them in the student council meetings. We try our best and hope for the best. The students share their ideas. We also share the ideas that we come up with. We have done great service and showed confident leadership to make our schools more better than it is. Our great school has a school store with tons of supplies students can purchase. The money we raise pays for a college scholarship for a student that is a Lake Louise alumni from Palatine High School. This can help the graduate pay for a great college and have a better education for his or her life. The second service we have accomplished this year is helping with blessings in a backpack. Our officers help kids in need by delivering blessing bags to each grade level. We are very honored to help out our school and every student. Third, we help students during celebrations. The kids don't look at us like we're teachers, but as kind-hearted friends. We help them and make the most of the fun in it. Every second is just like a fun ride with the younger kids. The students enjoy spending time in a fun way and with a fun student council member or officer. The first service that we have accomplished this year is helping out with the Lion Pride cart. We're going around the school with the cart, and the students use their Lion Pride tickets to purchase prizes. There's always something for them to get. To get the Lion Pride tickets, students have to show the 3 rules: be safe, be respectful, and be ready. The Lion Pride cart has added a great deal of fun and motivation this year for all students. The student council officers have to be an anchor and good role model for students. Our school has given us great responsibility that we have accomplished with a full heart. Thank you very much for your time and for being a great leader of our school's ship. Hats off to all members of the school board, Dr. Thompson, and District 15 cabinet.
Thank you very much. Now I'm going to pass it off to our Respectables leadership team.
Good evening, members of the school board, Dr. Thompson, and District 15 cabinet. I'm Joshua Mann.
I'm Chloe Maxted. I'm Lindsay Plore. And I'm Charlie Weber.
And we are the Respectables. Some of the things that we do for our school is to show leadership skills, be good role models, and to improve our awesome school in the future.
We're good students, and every day we try to improve our school by making it more safe, respectful, and ready more than it already is. We not only have to be a leader and show leadership, we also have to serve our school. We do this by having buddy benches and participating in lunch buddies for the fourth graders. The buddy benches are designed to help kids at recess that are feeling kind of lonely and need a friend. We started the lunch buddies to help fourth graders be more respectful during the lunch and recess. But as the time went on, we made some great friendships. We also attend school because it helps us improve our grades. We need to attend school to be models for other students and to show that attending school is important. As Respectables, we give out Lions Pride tickets to those students who are doing our 3 rules, which are be safe, be respectful, be ready. With Lions Pride tickets, they could buy stuff from a cart. Each morning, 2 Respectables do the pledge to start off our morning and to represent our country. We are proud to be the Lake Louise Respectables. Thank you.
Thank you, Student Council, Respectable School Board, Dr. Thompson, and members of Cabinet. We appreciate you listening to how our students both lead and serve our school. We have a serving leadership model at our school, and we're very proud of that. So thank you, students. You did a great job. I think we should lead everybody in the pledge now.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board of Education has some really cool light-up pens to thank you for coming tonight. For being leaders. Keep up the good work of being a leader. Congratulations. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Like for as long as I've sat in this meetings, and I can only comment on the first meeting was
This evening, with over about 2,000 employees in the district, we have a small group considering that large number of employees retiring. But these few have done mighty things, and they've developed children like we've seen tonight, then they've changed their futures. And we're happy to recognize the impact they've had on the many years of service that they've done in District 15. So I'm going to ask Lisa Nuss to come up and have us recognize each one of our retirees.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. President Shupai, Dr. Thompson, members of the board, and honored guests. I'm so excited to be here today to celebrate with our employees. We have not all of them here, but many of them here who are retiring today. The retirees this year represent a little over 550 years of service to our community. And personally, just looking at the faces, we've worked together for a very long time. We've shared lots of things, good and bad. And every year when I look at our retirees, it really is a special place to know that not only are we colleagues, but many of us are very close friends that will go far beyond your years in District 15. Recently, I had a conversation with a friend. It was a few weeks ago, and I think all you guys could relate because when she was talking about her job, it's not education. She called it, the real world. And I think we've all gotten used to it. We don't argue anymore. We kind of roll our eyes and kind of go with the flow. But it really started making me think that we are very different than corporate America in business, but there are some similarities. We can make a Venn diagram. This group could actually know what I mean by that. So I started making a list. What's the same about school districts and what's the same about corporate America? So I came up with a few. So in the real world, you might take your clients out for a nice business lunch, while we, very similarly, will reward our students with lunch in the classroom with the teacher, which is a very popular reward. In the real world, you have celebrations that might include like a black tie event, and we have PBIS celebrations, which are a little different but similar. The rest of the world might take their clients out for some activities like golfing events, and we have field days, which are not much different, get the same type of exercise. But as I reflected, I probably was able to come up with a lot more differences than I was similarities. In business, the real world, when they talk about going into recess, I'm sure it doesn't include swings or slides. If they talk about a kid day, that's an event with their own family and their old children. That's not what we do on kid days. They could go to the bathroom whenever they want, and it's such a big deal that no one who's not in education can understand. I am sure that a business meeting has never been called to order by doing this. People look at me. I was talking to my husband. He's like, "What is that?" And he's a teacher. He had no clue. In the real world, they probably haven't adopted acronyms like we do in education. You could be in a building and they'll say, DOI has this F&P before we do flip. And it's no wonder why they think we're in a different world, because I really don't even think we speak the same language as other people half the time. I think in the real world, the copy machines work. Sorry, Mike, wherever you are. And I'm pretty sure that in the real world, HR does not ask for a doctor's note after 3 days. Sorry about that, it's the law. But with all our uniqueness in the education field, I know as I look at you, none of you would have changed your choice in your profession. You've really dedicated yourself to the betterment of the children in this community. And it's so evident in everything you see when you go into a building on any given day. And it reminds me of the work of Lucy Calkins. She talks a lot about small moments when teaching children how to read. And that's what we're about. It's so hard to define what we do. It's hard to put words to it. But it's those small moments. It's the high five that the custodian gives to a student when they walk in the lunchroom, or it's the phone call the principal makes to tell a parent who might be struggling with their kid that your kid had a great day, or it's that magic when the teacher's sitting next to the student that finally reads, or the day you call DOI and say the kid's not in MAP, and Bonnie's able to put that kid in that day, so we're able to go through that testing that we planned that day. Or the program assistants who greet the kids in the morning with a smile and a warm and caring comment that makes the children, all those little pieces make the children know that they're entering into a place that's special. And all of you have made this district so special. And really, there's no real words that could express the gratitude that is deserved for that service. So as you guys approach your last few days in the district, I hope you remember that all of your work has helped to improve the lives of children, and not just as students and learners, but it's helped them become better people, kind of like the kids we just saw a few moments ago, and really has helped them prepare them as we send them into the real world. So thank you so much. We'd like to honor each of you. We're going to have you come up one at a time, and we're going to take some pictures, and then we're going to go down to a little reception. So like I said, it's just a small token of our appreciation, but all those years have meant so much to so many. So thank you. So our first retiree, after 22 years of service, is at Winston Campus Junior High. She's a special education teacher. That's Gail Bogus.
Okay.
That's okay. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for years and years of service. Okay. Wait, this is my younger side. Okay. Thank you.
After 33 years, our next retiree is currently serving as a principal coach, but has been a longtime principal, teacher, and mentor to many. That's Mike Carmody. Our next retiree, after 16 years of service from Central Road, she's a kindergarten teacher that saw many of those moments, Janice Crothers.
I gotta give you another one.
Thank you. Kindergarten teacher's hug.
And everybody needs a hug from a kindergarten teacher.
I don't know if Joan Dunn snuck in after we started. Oh, there you are. With 15 years of service from Hunting Ridge, Joan Dunn is a program assistant. Thank you. After 13 years from Winston Elementary, Beth Etchingham, who has taught gifted 5-6. Retiring from Central Road, she's currently teaching 5th grade. After 34 years, Kathy Fillingham. Serving as a custodian at Plum Grove Junior High after 35 years, Terry Gibbons is retiring.
Good luck.
After 26 years of service, our wonderful music teacher at Winston Junior High, Bob Moffett. After 18 years returning from Pleasant Hill, she serves as a special ed teacher, Sally Rock.
I had the pleasure of sending Sally's children through 8th grade graduation. Now I get to send her off to retirement.
Our next retiree is one of our behind-the-scenes people who is getting the call about putting our kids into math. That's Bonnie Simon. She's been at district office for 11 years.
Next time.
And last but not least, from Central Road, after 29 years, she's currently a reading consultant specialist, Maria Zanatis. So again, I'd like to welcome everyone to come down and celebrate with us in the cafeteria. We just have some snacks and cake, and we could enjoy each other's company, and I hope you really enjoy the night tonight. Thank you.
So as soon as we do a roll call to adjourn, we'll let the retirees go first out the side door down to the cafeteria, look at the cake, and then we'll come down and have some refreshments. So.
May I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion adjourned. Second.
Yeah, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The meeting is adjourned.